All right, what's up, everybody? Happy hour. Is it happy hour? It's always
So,
happy hour with Dan Plata.
yeah,
Um, I'm excited, guys. We're talking all things outdoor lighting, all things just success. We got Lighted Up Expo coming up next week. It's literally the pre-show classes start a week from today, which is insane.
that's wild.
And they're all full. So don't try to register. Don't try to do stuff. Just be happy with what you got, because even if you miss the pre-show classes, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is going to be killer. So what's up, Dan Plata? Thanks for joining me, man.
I'm excited. I'm in Vegas tomorrow. I'm leaving Minnesota. I get to some warm weather. I got Orlando with you next week.
You got some
I'm gonna,
back-to-backs?
I'm gonna be then at spring break after that. And then I got Indianapolis, which will still be warmer than Minneapolis, but it's a lot of Apples anyway. So I got 3 weeks in a row. I'm gonna be so tan, dude. Look
You're
out.
going to be so tan. We're not going to do Lighted Up in a ballroom. We're going to do it outside just to work on your tan.
I need it. Look at me. I'm just so white. I'm as white as it gets. I'm pasty.
You are speaking. I think you could control that. Do you want to have your speaking breakout? You want to do that outside? We could make that official.
That'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. It would be raining. It would totally rain if I was out there. They would do that. Rain and bush light. Rain some bush light.
Are you bringing some bush light? Is that official?
I'll find. I don't know if it's hard to track down bush light in some places, so I don't want to promise bush light, but there will be diet beverages in my presence.
Oh, so but there will be adult beverages. It just might not be that brand.
Diet adult beverages in my vicinity. Cool. Yes.
You know, I did not partake, but I did appreciate what you did last year. You were our closing keynote. For those that you didn't know, Dan closed out Lighted Up Expo last year. And tell everyone what you did.
Well, I think to start it was a good start and a good end. The middle probably sucked the whole way through, but to start it, I had 2 coolers of leftover beer from like the hospitality suite. So brought that down and had whoever wanted to participate all crack a beer at the same time. And it created quite the sound effect. I don't know that I got a good quality recording of that sound effect, but I think I should start any speaking engagement with that approach. It was good.
Yeah.
It set the room on a good vibe. Everybody was having a good time. And then I brought it down with some nerdy bookkeeping stuff. And then we wrapped it up and just got to hang out and have a couple cold ones.
You know what? It was cool for a lot of different reasons. One, because the sound was really cool. And I think we just need to check our footage. We probably have like the sound somewhere. So that was way cool. But you know what
Jerica track that sound down. Jerica can get it. She'll track that down.
If she could, there's a lot of things that I want to track down. Jerica, Darcy, someone please get this. But you know, I don't know if you did this intentionally or not. I have a feeling it wasn't, but then again, I don't know. There's a thing when you go to do like Facebook ads or an email or anything where you're trying to get people's attention, you need to interrupt the pattern that they have in their life. Like the pattern is like the speaker gets up, hey, what's up? My name's Dan. I'm from this. I have a family, and then we're gonna like bookkeep. You didn't do that. You had like probably the best pattern interrupt I've ever seen at a show, a conference, whatever.
If you remember, I don't think it was the first time I ever did it, but it was the most memorable time I ever did it. I met you from a pattern interrupt of just that nature at Clip-A-Con back in the day, and you're like, who is this guy? And I cracked a warm, half already opened beer on stage at like 9 a.m. And
you might be the king of pattern interrupts.
Takes a weirdo to interrupt a pattern of that nature, but maybe I'm the right weirdo. I do like bookkeeping.
So. It caught my attention. That was back 4 or 5 years ago at Clip-A-Con. I listened. I was like, well, I better listen to this guy. He's drinking beer at 9 a.m.
I think that was more than 4 or 5 years ago. I think that was pre-COVID. I think that one was pre-COVID. That was before we all started wearing masks around. It was like 7 years ago. It's like 7. You said 4 or 5. It's 2026. I think it was like 7 or 8 years ago since that beer got opened.
See, you've been breaking patterns since the early 2000s.
Yeah, been at it for a while.
No, but seriously, like there's a lot to learn in life. It's not just what the person's saying. Sometimes it's how they're saying it. Sometimes it's what they're doing and all that. And again, like that one beer crack that you did years ago, now we're friends. And now like you're serving the outdoor lighting community like next level. Like, and literally, like I might not have listened. I've been like, oh, looks like another boring guy from
I mean,
Minnesota.
I can ensure you into listen because I was talking about finances and bookkeeping. And you'd be like, this is so boring. I'm definitely gonna go do something else. But you listened.
I think I
So it worked.
was. I think I was on my way out, and then I heard like you hear like the bush. You know, I was like, huh?
Wait a second. Yeah. It worked. It worked. Here we are. Here we are.
Well, I'm excited, man. You guys have a booth. You're a sponsor. You're a speaker. Best damn bookkeeping, man. How's your journey going?
It is it's wild, dude. This start of this year for us has been usually like January and February is kind of like slow growth for us because we're spending so much time working on people's stuff and like they're talking to their tax people and so we're solving those problems. And it's kind of funny, like new growth doesn't actually start happening a lot of times until March, April, May. March, April, May is usually bonkers. And it's partially because that's when these trade shows start happening and you build relationships and be like, oh yeah, I need that. And this year, like it just took off. I usually have a wait list in the springtime because I don't want to bring new clients in or new employees in for that matter without like a good plan. And bookkeeping isn't, if anybody comes to us and is like, oh my God, I need this stuff done. And I'm like, no, you don't. This is like a lifelong relationship, right? If your bookkeeping is in a hurry, I can guarantee you that it's going to be shit.
Right.
So I'm like, we're going to,
I just need it for 30 days. I just
Yeah.
need your services for next month.
Yeah. It's like, no, like we're doing this for the rest of our life. We're getting married right now. So we have a wait list going. I think we have 10 people on it right now. Pull a few off a week, but add a few more a week too. And so we're busy, going to get busier. I've got 2 new employees starting in the next few weeks to few months to like
Sick.
kind of to pace it up with that. You know me, always be recruiting. I literally just finished a group
ABC.
interview. Had a good,
Like I've always said, ABC. I've always said this. Always be recruiting. You know.
I've always heard you saying that. But it's so true. Like I had a couple people drop off because when I told them I don't actually have a job for them, like they're interviewing thinking they're going to get a job. And I start my group interview. I'm like, I'm going to disappoint you immediately, just like I do in my marriage with my wife. That's the truth. Like I open up every interview with that line because I'm an idiot. But I want them to know, like, I'm not interviewing you to hire you. I'm interviewing you to know where you are on my list. Like, I need to know who I'm going to call first. And I'm going to have 20 people after that. And like, I need you, like, I hope you're at the top of the list. You want to be at the top of the list. That way, when you get here, you don't have to work with any shitty coworkers. Like, everybody came from the top of the list. I never called the 20th person on my list. And there's a lot of people that never made the list, but the list is always at least 20 deep. So I'm still interviewing. We don't need anybody, but I don't want to wait till I need somebody to recruit them. I want to make sure I recruit them when the timing's right and they can do an awesome job for awesome business owners.
Dude, I can't tell you how happy I am for you. I love it when good things happen to good people. And I don't believe in luck per se, because I do think it's where whatever the saying is, preparation means opportunity or whatever. But you've been serving the world as long as I've known you, just constantly, right? And so you deserve this. But where is the growth coming from? Because I feel like I know like why you're in this. I call it traction and then momentum. You started to get traction, and then when you start to get traction, people start talking, and when people start talking, you get momentum. But I don't know, like, is it the outdoor lighting industry? Is it a bunch of like construction guys? Is it a bunch of people from the Middle East hiring you? Like who's hiring you?
Dude, we'd crush it in the Middle East, but I've never gotten a call from there. But otherwise, we'd totally crush it there.
You probably would. That's because
would.
Imagine if we went to like Dubai and we started like Dubai lighting secrets.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Bring some bush lights out and see what happens. I think, and actually we talked about this on the Profit Power Hour call this last week. We got into marketing related stuff and business growth stuff. And I think there's a very common thread between bookkeeping and landscape lighting, which is it is very much a relationship sale. It's such a commitment. Like bookkeeping goes in monthly doses, but it's, $3 to $6 grand a year in a lot of cases, and can be bigger depending on how much workload there is. And then that for however many years with your business, like when you hire a bookkeeper, you're signing up for tens of thousands of dollars, right? When you hire a landscape lighting company, you're signing up to pay them tens of thousands of dollars in a lot of cases. And so it's a
Yeah.
big time commitment and big time relationship. And so our growth, and I tell our team this and I tell our clients this, like our growth comes from our clients. They are our best salespeople, and they're our best salespeople because our team does a kick-ass job for them, right? If our team didn't do a good job, our clients wouldn't refer us. They wouldn't go around telling people what we're doing for them. But and we run into this in landscape lighting, like it's the networking, right? It's the reason why you and I can collaborate so well, as we can help each other grow each other's businesses. And we teach people in landscape lighting the same thing. It's like, go find the other contractors in your market, because those relationships are how you build this type of business. It's not, you can't just pull a lever and make clients shoot out, right? You have to be trustworthy. You have to have high integrity. You got to go help a bunch of people. And then more people hear about you and more people see what you did and get to experience you, and your business starts to grow. And if you can keep executing and keep your attrition low, the business starts to create its own mojo and starts to grow itself. And I did have to, I mean, like I left a bookkeeping business, started a new one. And so I really made like a commitment to me of, it's going to be client-led growth. Like, sure, I could go run some ads, but I don't want to try to convince people to hire us. I want them to be begging to work with us. And so we got to start with the best employees in the world, because we can't have the best business in the world if our employees suck. We have to have the best employees in the world. Starts there. And we have to create the best processes in the world to deliver bookkeeping that like exceeds what any other bookkeeper would be willing to do. And I think we do that with our dashboards and monthly videos at the end of the month. Like, we're kind of financially training our clients to know how to run their business better. And I don't see any other bookkeepers that are doing that at that level. And we got to do it for a good price. Like, we got to make it super valuable so it's like sticky. And if we do that and execute it and have high integrity and tell a client we do this and execute exactly that, then people are excited to help us grow our business, right? They're excited to tell other business owners what we're up to. So my job is to build relationships and take good care of people and make sure that when I do these group interviews, I find them the best damn account managers in the world to work on their stuff.
All right. So a couple of things. Are you able to show people an actual ROI on hiring you? Because I know, like when people join Landscape Lighting Secrets, we talk about the emotional thing, and if we could just help you do this and get a better business and all this stuff. But I literally am like, hey, what if the only thing we did was help you raise your price by $50 a light, and you said you're about a $300,000 company, so you sold about 1,000 lights, so you make an extra 50 grand. Like, would you join our program if the only thing you were going to do is make 50 grand? And they're kind of like, all right, shit, I'm in, right? I feel like you could make the similar case with bookkeeping to be like, look, you suck here, you suck here. If the only thing we do is change this, you're actually going to make more money than we're charging you. Is that true?
Yeah, I do. It's nuanced because we touch every part of their business, and some people are solving different problems. We can look at it over time at a really high level, but I tell everybody, like on the demo, when I'm explaining to them how we group and categorize their P&L and how to make decisions with it, as you scale, probably the trickiest part of your business is what I call administrative overhead. It's all the people infrastructure in your business, including your nerdy bookkeeper. And it's an investment. You don't hire a salesperson and just like agree to pay them without an expectation that they're going to grow your business. You don't hire a customer service person or an admin person without the expectation they're going to help you grow revenue. You better not hire a bookkeeper and just think it's an expense. And I had a guy yesterday who he's like really waffling. He's like, I don't know, how much is this going to be? I don't know. It might be too expensive. I don't know if I can afford it. And I was like, if that is how you think about it, then I would encourage you not to sign up, because I will be the first one to tell you, if you aren't confident that we can more than pay for ourselves, you absolutely should not hire us. We are an investment. Investments need to make you more money. If you're saying you're going to hire us, what you're really saying is, I believe Dan and his team are going to help me make more money. And if you're on the fence about it, then don't hire us, because then you're not confident that we're going to help you make more money, right? Like, and
Yep.
I'm not going to try to convince you that we will, right? I'm not here to sell you shit. I'm here to help you. So I'm not going to get you across that bridge. You have to decide that for yourself. And I just don't want to convince you. If I have to convince you that we're valuable, that's just a shitty way to start a relationship. I think I did that in high school with some girlfriends, and it never really worked out. So it's like,
sometimes it was fun though, right?
yeah, it could be an all right ride. But so I think it's really important for us is that we just build those relationships. Uh-oh, I got hooligans coming in. My kids.
Party's over.
The party is over. Or maybe it just started. It just started.
All right, last thing, and then we're gonna let you go. It was on one of our what's up?
Can you say hi, Ryan?
Yeah. Oh, hey, don't get shy. You're just on the #1 Light It Up Expo Dan
Yeah,
Plata
Best Damn
Bookkeeping reveal show ever.
Go blow your nose, snot rag.
We were on it. It was like it was after one of our trainings we did. One of your calls or monthly training, something like that. I'm not gonna name names here, but this just like I loved what happened. I thought it was funny, and I want to share this with you. Someone called me and they said, "Yeah, I got to tell you this." Their wife was watching what happened, and they were like, "Wait, Ryan Lee hired that guy is like teaching you how to like do your books?" Something I don't have the line written down, but it was kind of like, what's that guy gonna do, right? It was like, well, this guy's talking about drinking beer, and he's talking about hunting, and he's talking about freshening up your books. And the reason I share this is because I'm hoping that people, again, aren't just hiring you. I hope they're not just listening to your speech at Light Up Expo next week, but they're like, you're a freaking genius, man. Like the way that you lean into everything and you do the pattern interrupt and the way you have created your brand around your identity and you get to be authentic every single day. Like that is rare. I mean, most people would be like, "Oh, I'm going to do bookkeeping and I want to be super professional. So let me put it in the chat GPT and be like, okay, I want to come across professional and da da da." It's like, what she didn't understand is that you're speaking to the heart of every blue collar guy out there. And I don't know. I just want to share that with you because I think, I don't know, when did you realize that you could be authentic and that you could build a brand around it?
Yes, but Grandma's going to have to find it. Crosby wants his Valentine's.
What did he lose?
Okay, sure, you have one.
What did he lose?
He has a bunch of Valentine's Day candy. Hey, Bone Diddley, shut my door.
And he should bring you a Twix or something, you know.
Oh yeah, and good point. And bring me a piece of candy from your Valentine's stuff. Thinking, no, I think that was I mean, I've always been that way, and always found that I suck at pretending to be somebody that I'm not. And starting Best Damn Bookkeeping, like when I had to really restart from zero, like hell, I even put a beer mug in the logo because I was like, it's got to be super authentic. It's hard to have integrity when you're trying to be somebody else, right? Like it's the same thing. I've had to deliver somebody else's presentation before. It's impossible to give somebody else's presentation before. Like going on stage and trying to be somebody else is like, I'd rather just rewrite the whole thing. Like I can take the bullet points, but I got to deliver it the way that I like to. I'm going to say entertain because I feel like when you present, like you have a burden to make it engaging and make it fun and make it entertaining. And especially in a bookkeeping world, would you really want a bookkeeper that you're not sure who they are and what they're like? And are they truly themselves? Like you're trusting them to have the most integrity. They're touching your financial data. And so I think it's important that I am who I am. And if it like shocks you, cool, it's a pattern interrupt. Now we're calling it anytime I do something stupid, Ryan, it's like, hey, I got a pattern interrupt. But
he said it's good. He said it's good.
But it's like, I don't want to, like, I don't hide my kids. Like my kids run into they'll jump into my podcast. They'll jump into my stuff. Like I'm a dad. I got little kids. It's my, like that in business and hunting and fishing is like what I do. Right. And so if you don't like it, don't work with me. No, it's fine. You don't have to like me. But on your way out, hand me a bush light because we're having fun and learning stuff.
I love it, man. Well, seriously, it's been cool to see you grow. I love that you're authentic. I love that you have that integrity and that's what makes it you. I think that's what makes your brand so special is you get to be yourself. You get to serve the world the best way you know how to do it. And I just admire it so much. I really look up to what you're doing. I also am not giving, like, you can't just blame me now. Like anytime you do something stupid, like, yeah, Ryan Lee said pattern interrupt, baby.
I won't give you the credit, but in the back of our two minds, we'll know every time I say pattern interrupt, I'm secretly blaming you.
All right, man. Give people a tease. So what are you going to talk about at Light It Up Expo next week?
Here's my tease is I am not going to bore you with financial data. I don't know that I'm going
Hallelujah.
to talk about finances much. Well, finances is interwoven into everything in business. Like you can't avoid it. Our businesses are literally driven by money and making investments and helping people. But when I restarted this business, I really had to think about why I wanted to go, where I wanted to go, and where I wanted to go. As did you with Landscape Lighting Secrets. And so I'm talking all about setting goals and how to set the right goals that actually create a business that you love versus a business that makes money. And then all of a sudden you're like, what am I doing? I don't even like doing this thing. I just created this job that I don't like. And so I think that's really important. I've gone down past that in hindsight weren't the right ones for me. And so it was a ton of thought and just like interjection to make sure when I restarted that I built the absolute best business for me. Right. If you're a business owner, you just like it's you and the person in the mirror for the most part. You absolutely you have this freedom to build the thing, but you got to build something you love. You have a freedom and a burden. So I'm talking all about making sure you build a business that you love. And part of that's doing it profitably.
Love it, man. Well, guys, I do want to say this because I knew early on when I launched Landscape Lighting Secrets that I wasn't going to be able to do this on my own. And it wasn't like, I mean, I've got this mission and I've got this goal and I want to transform these people from just operators to owners and buy back their time and get the freedom and all this stuff. Right. And it's through profitability. And like, the truth is like, it's not going to happen because someone watches one of my videos and they learn the price marinade or they like implement a sales strategy. Like that's a tool, but like we need Dan Plattas in the world. We need best damn bookkeeping. And I will just say this, like, if you don't have a bookkeeper at all, or if you have a bookkeeper where you're like, actually, I don't know what they do, you need to reach out to Dan. I'm just telling you, like, the way that he does things in his process and shows you like how to make data driven decisions. And we've put together our own, like, hey, these are the numbers, these are where you should be. Dan's worked with, I don't know, dozens, if not hundreds now of outdoor lighting companies. So like it's pretty easy to make decisions now. And again, I just know I can't do it on my own. So I'm really grateful that you're serving the outdoor lighting industry. It's not a huge industry. I mean, I don't know what, maybe you can't say this. We don't have HIPAA. So maybe you could say whatever you want. You probably have like NDAs and stuff like that. But the average lighting company is not huge revenue. I mean, under seven figures.
Yeah,
Average.
yeah, on average, on
Yeah.
average.
And
But hopefully the ones that work with me are because it's hard to get above seven figures if you don't know your numbers and don't know
right.
why you're doing what you're doing and what's working and what's not working. I hope they find me when they're around 100 to 200,000.
Yeah.
That's when I can like really start helping them prioritize and guide their decisions.
That's what's huge. And that's why I'm grateful because I've infiltrated some of these other industries. I'm seeing what they're doing and what's working and how did they build a $10 million business? How did they build a 50 million, $100 million business? And a lot of the service providers in those industries, when they find out that like, oh wait, your average person does under $1 million, they're like, they don't want anything to do with it. Because it's like, oh, I can make more money servicing someone who does $20 million a year. I can charge them crazy. It's like, I don't disagree with that. But
Yeah.
I am grateful because like these are my people. Like this, I resonate so much with these people because I started at ground zero and I was stuck at 200 grand and I was stuck at 700 grand and kept going up from there, obviously. But I don't know, it's awesome. So I highly recommend, guys, if you're not coming to Light It Up Expo or you are coming, reach out to Dan's team. You'll have a booth there as well, Best Damn Bookkeeping. If people don't want to wait and they want to reach out to you ahead of time, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Go to bestdamnbookkeeping.com. Check out what we got going on. There's a link in the upper right corner, I think. I think it's upper right. Could be upper left, but it's one of the upper corners to book a call with me. If I can help, do it ASAP because the next few months are just going to be crazy busy. So get on my calendar as soon as you can. And if you try to book and you can't find time, just Facebook me. Like while I'm traveling, I also can like split out time when I'm sitting at an airport or whatever and catch up with people. So if you can't find time soon enough, shoot me a message on Facebook. I think I'm the only Dan Plata out there, and you'll know me when you see me because I probably am surrounded by kids or deer or fish or something. Maybe some Busch Light cans. I don't know.
Hey, how was the? Thanks for the invite to the ice fishing. By the way, how did that go?
It was all right. The fishing, it was right after a cold front. Fishing kind of sucks after a cold front. We got
Really?
stuck. We got stuck in one snowbank, and then my other buddy that lives in Minnesota, was coming out. He got stuck, and then another guy got stuck when we tried to go get him unstuck. And then Rob Anderson got stuck in Maryland going back to his house in like a foot of snow
Really?
in the sales car. So I think everybody got stuck, but
Yes.
we caught enough fish to do 3 fish fries. So
Okay.
I think we were all pretty greasy fooded out by the end of the trip. We had enough of fish fries.
All right. Well, I'm committing. I don't know when it's going to be. Dan has invited me the last couple of years to come up fishing. One day, I don't know when it's going to be. I'm not willing to like stake it in the ground yet, but I
We're
will have
not.
my own private. It's going to be
No.
my own private fish house. I'm weird. That's going to happen. People are going to try to break in, but like I'm going to have my own place. I'm going to get stuck in my own snowbank. It's going to be awesome.
We can hook that up.
All right, guys, check out Best Damn Bookkeeping. It's bestdamnbookkeeping.com.
That's the one. OOKEE. The only
Looks like it
word
sounds-
in the dictionary that has 3 double letters in a row. Bookkeeping.
There you go. Makes sense. Yeah. All right. Come check out Dan. He'll be speaking at Light It Up Expo. I'll have a booth there as well. Appreciate you, Dan. I think you got soccer practice, so don't forget about that.
We're going to the pool. We got swimming lessons tonight.
Oh, swimming. Same thing.
Pretty much.
All right. See y'all in Orlando next week. Can't wait. See everybody. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you, man.